Okay, wait. I actually want to ask you something before we even start recording properly.
We are recording, Robert.
Good. Then this counts. How was your day?
Fine.
Fine.
I know. But listen, I had a whole day. Things happened. I felt things. And the only word that came out of my mouth was fine.
That's exactly what today's episode is about.
Because fine is doing way too much work in English right now, and it's tired. It needs a break.
So today we're going to actually talk about a day. Morning, work, afternoon, evening. The way you'd tell it to a close friend, not the way you'd fill out a form.
No fancy grammar required, just better vocabulary and a little more honesty.
And stick around, because near the end, we've got 5 easy openers you can use the second someone asks how your day was. Plus, a quick word tour of the best phrases from today.
Let's actually open this up.
Fair warning, too. Some of today's vocabulary sits a bit higher than usual. B2, maybe early C1.
Richer words, same slow, clear pace. Nobody's getting left behind.
Okay, real talk. How did your morning actually start?
Rough, if I'm honest. Not dramatic, nothing terrible happened, just off. You know that feeling when you open your eyes and something already feels heavy before anything's even happened?
Before the day's even done anything to you.
Exactly. And it started the night before, really. I went to bed at a totally reasonable hour, phone away, lights off, doing everything right.
And your brain said, no thank you.
My brain scheduled a meeting at 1 a.m. Full agenda, old conversations I should have handled differently, a bill I wasn't sure I paid, something embarrassing from 3 years ago for no reason.
The greatest hits.
So I tossed and turned.
Tossed and turned.
For what felt like hours. Pillow flipped, blanket on, blanket off, check the time, instantly regret checking the time.
Because once you see it's 2:40,
you can't unsee it. And then your brain starts doing math. If I fall asleep right now, I get 4 hours and 11 minutes.
which is the worst possible thing to calculate because doing the math keeps you awake.
Sleep is like a shy cat. The harder you chase it, the faster it runs.
That's painfully accurate. So by morning?
By morning, I was awake. Technically. My eyes opened before the rest of me agreed to participate.
Your body clocked in, your soul stayed under the blanket.
Exactly that. Then the alarm went off, twice more than it should have. I couldn't find my left shoe, and I burned my tongue on coffee because I was drinking it too fast. And the whole time I was on edge.
On edge. That tight, tense feeling. Like you're bracing for something, even though nothing specific is actually happening yet.
Nothing specific, no. Just a general sense that everything is slightly harder than it needs to be. Even my own kitchen felt loud.
When you start the day tense, everything feels sharper, doesn't it? The noise, the traffic, the guy walking slowly in front of you at the coffee shop.
He's just walking. But in my tired brain, he was doing it at me, personally.
The world was not conspiring against you, Anna.
I know that now. I did not know that at 7:40 this morning.
Did you eat anything before you left?
I tried. Made toast. But have you ever tried eating when your body isn't fully awake yet? It's like chewing cardboard.
Your body was protesting.
Protesting everything. The toast, the light in the kitchen, the sound of the kettle. I actually stood there thinking, has the kettle always been this loud?
When you're on edge, every small thing turns into an event. Okay, so you get to your desk, what happens?
I open my laptop and the day is already there waiting for me. Messages from overnight, something that shifted while I was asleep, a question someone needed answered before I'd even had coffee.
That specific feeling of arriving somewhere that's already busy without you.
Yes. And I had one task, one real priority I wanted to focus on. Guess how far I got?
Let me guess. Not far.
Not even close. Because before I opened the file, I was already completely swamped.
Swamped. Stronger than busy. Busy is normal. Swamped is underwater.
Underwater is exactly right. And on mornings like that, I used to try to do everything at once. 5 tabs open, 3 replies half written, nothing actually finished.
Feeling very productive.
Feeling very active, getting nothing done, just spinning.
That word, spinning, moving fast, staying in exactly the same place.
So now I stop. I close the extra tabs, I put the phone face down, and I pick one thing. The one thing that actually matters, and I knuckle down.
Knuckle down. I like that phrase because it's a decision, not just an action. You're choosing to focus despite the noise.
And your work days? Same chaos?
Similar. I show up with a plan, a reasonable one, and then out of nowhere,
Out of nowhere.
a meeting moves or someone needs something urgently, and everything is always urgent, isn't it? The word has completely lost its meaning.
Nobody actually means it anymore.
But I've learned I can't stop the unexpected from showing up. I can only control how I respond to it. Not panicking, not fixing everything in the first 5 minutes. Just asking, what's the one thing right now that actually needs me?
One thing at a time.
One thing at a time. My coffee goes cold every single day because of it.
Poor coffee.
There was actually one moment today I keep thinking about. I was finally in the flow, finally focused, and then a notification popped up. Not even urgent, just a reminder about something I'd already done.
But it broke your focus anyway.
Completely. And once it's broken, it takes forever to get back. I've read it's something like 20 minutes to fully refocus after one interruption.
20 minutes? For one little notification?
And if that happens 4 times in a morning, that's over an hour of focus you never get back. Just gone.
That's exactly why I started putting my phone face down in a drawer during focus time. Face down on the desk wasn't enough. I needed it out of sight completely.
Does it actually help?
Enormously. First day felt strange, like something was missing. By the 3rd day, I was getting more done in 2 hours than I used to get done in 4.
Actually, quick pause. Small favor before we keep going.
If today's episode is helping even a little, don't be an English hoarder.
Send it to the one friend who always says, I really should practice more.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a solid moment.
We read every comment, so tell us your how was your day answer down there. Okay, back to it.
So work is happening, and then around 2 or 3, something shifts.
The dangerous part of the day.
The post-lunch fog. Your body's still at the desk, but your brain is quietly, politely leaving the building.
For me, it's mental, not physical. Everything from the morning, the messages, the decisions, the small conversations, it's all still sitting in my head, and there's just no room left for anything new.
Mentally crowded.
Mentally crowded, yes. Like a room with too much furniture. You can't move without bumping into something.
And if you ignore that feeling,
I pay for it later. Quality drops, small mistakes creep in, and then at night,
You toss and turn again.
the whole cycle restarts. Which is why I actually think the afternoon is the most important part of the day. What you do with it decides how tomorrow starts.
so what do?
I take a real break. Not 20 minutes of scrolling that leaves me feeling worse. An actual pause. A short walk, 5 minutes outside not looking at a screen. Sometimes just making tea slowly and paying attention to it.
A much-needed break.
A much needed break. And that phrase matters because it says this wasn't lazy. This wasn't wasted time. My brain genuinely needed it. And I gave it one.
I used to think rest was the opposite of productive. Every minute not working felt wasted.
And now?
Now I think rest is strategy. The work I do after a proper break is faster and cleaner than anything I produce running on empty.
rest as strategy. I'd put that on a mug.
I'd buy 2.
You know what else happens to me in the afternoon? I start doubting everything. In the morning, I make decisions fast, I'm clear. By 3 o'clock, I'm second-guessing a simple email for 5 minutes straight.
Decision fatigue. Your brain's made so many small choices since morning that by afternoon, the decision muscle is just tired.
And tired muscles avoid decisions altogether, which is why I've started scheduling the hard, creative work for mornings and saving the routine stuff for afternoons.
Working with your energy instead of against it.
And then, finally, the evening. The finish line.
You close the laptop. What happens next for you?
Depends on the day. Some evenings I feel at ease almost right away. A walk, some music, slowly coming back to myself.
That's a nice image.
Other evenings, my body leaves work and my mind stays there. I replay conversations, remember an email I forgot, second-guess a decision from 2 p.m.
Your body clocks out, your brain keeps the tab open.
Exactly. And if I don't catch it, that runs all night. And then I toss and turn, and the next morning starts rough, and the whole cycle repeats itself.
So the evening isn't really the end of the day. It decides how tomorrow begins.
That took me a long time to understand. Now I deliberately switch off.
Switch off. Choosing to stop thinking about work. Not collapsing from exhaustion. Actually deciding to stop.
Small things help. I change out of my work clothes. Sounds simple, but it tells my brain that part of the day is finished. You're a different person now.
A physical reset for a mental one.
Exactly. Then I cook something simple and try not to think about work while I do it. Just the sounds in the kitchen, the warmth, coming back into my body.
Decompress.
Decompress. Letting the pressure of the day out slowly instead of carrying it into bed.
And by the time evening properly arrives?
If I've done that, I actually feel settled, not just tired. Okay. And honestly, we expect too much from evenings sometimes. We think they need to be exciting or productive. The best ones are usually the quiet ones, where you just stop fighting the day and let it end.
Stop fighting the day. I think a lot of people need to hear that one.
So if today was one of those days, rough morning, swamped afternoon, mine's still running at midnight.
That's not a bad day. That's just a full one. And fine was never going to cover it.
You don't need a perfect day to have something real to say about it. One honest sentence is enough.
Okay, as promised, 5 small openers for the next time someone asks how your day was and you freeze.
Because sometimes the problem isn't that you have nothing to say, it's that you can't find the door into the conversation.
Starter 1. To be honest.
To be honest,
To be honest.
use it when you want to give the real answer, not just the polite one. To be honest, it started a little rough.
Starter 2. Funnily enough.
For when something surprised you. Funnily enough, the day I expected to be terrible turned out fine.
Starter 3. Out of nowhere.
For the sudden moments. Out of nowhere, my whole afternoon changed.
Starter 4. Looking back on it.
More reflective. You're looking at the day after it's over. Looking back on it, I think I just needed a quiet day. And I got one.
And starter 5. All in all.
The summary. All in all, it was tiring, but I got through it.
Let's test it. Robert, how was your day?
To be honest, I was pretty this morning, but by the afternoon, I got through the important stuff. All in all, not bad. Swamped and knuckled down. 5 sentences, and everyone sounds like an actual person talking.
Quick word tour before we go. The best phrases from today, one more time.
Toss and turn. Unable to sleep properly. Moving restlessly instead of resting.
On edge. Tense, bracing for something, even without a clear reason.
Swamped. Completely overwhelmed with more than you can handle.
Knuckle down. To stop being distracted and focus seriously. On purpose.
Switch off.
deliberately stopping yourself from thinking about work.
Decompress, letting the pressure of the day release slowly instead of carrying it forward.
And decision fatigue, that tired, foggy feeling after making too many small choices in one day.
Pick one that sounds like your week and try using it today. That's the whole trick. Not memorizing everything, just borrowing one phrase that fits. So, how was your day really?
Tell us in the comments. One honest sentence. That's all we need.
If this helped, share it with the friend who always answers fine, too.
See you in the next one.
And this time, answer with more than one word.
Fine is officially retired.
Retired with honor.
See you guys in the next episode. Bye.